Welcome to the Earthrealm podcast. I am your host, and I am here with my two good friends. I am here with Stinky Pete, and I am also here with Squizzard. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Yo.
So, this is the first podcast of probably not too many on the movie, since the movie's going to be coming out soon. But anyway, my first question is, how do you guys feel about the MK movie more being about a war and not so much a fighting tournament?
I think it sucks. For me, if it was like the first movie, they should have just made it like they should have maybe even just done a remake of the first movie. Just make it about the tournament. You could have even made the first movie about one of the characters has to go out and find all the fighters, and then the sequel is the tournament, and then the third movie is the war. I wouldn't have made the first movie the war.
That's interesting, because usually finding all the fighters for Earthrealm is Raiden's job. So
that alone could be a movie, and it could be like, as he's going around to find them all, he actually has to help them and convince them to join. You know what I mean?
Right, but
so one by one they're going around together, and just like the group gets bigger.
Okay, you were saying, PJ?
Nah, I have nothing right now.
Nothing right now. Okay. You said you'd have to convince people. What about people like Liu Kang and Kung Lao that train under Raiden? Anyway.
Well, they're obviously going to.
Is it Raiden?
Yeah.
Was it Raiden that's going out doing the convincing?
Well, usually it is, but in the movie, it's deemed to be someone else.
Okay.
I think it was Sonya Blade and Jax. Remember when they wanted Cole Young?
Yeah, it is Sonya Blade.
Well, if that's the case, that's fine. She just goes there and tells them about, like... It's a hard one, because they're already training for the tournament, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe that her way of convincing them is her proving her worth. Right. To them as a fighter.
Sonya Blade in this movie is not presented as much of a fighter as the other characters. She is more, as we just said, taking Raiden's role, gathering the forces, and apparently she only has one fight scene in the movie.
Sonya, one. That's it.
Yes.
Do you reckon it's the scene in the trailer?
With Kano,
She's
yes.
in the desert?
Well, my question is also, like, is this like before Kano betrayed the special forces, like MK9 said?
Exactly, that's a bit hazy too.
Yeah, is this like they're trying to make that, and like at the end credits he just or something like near the end of this, he just betrays them for Outworld or some shit because of money?
Maybe. I'm gonna say spoilers right now because there is a leak thread out. Most people know about it. Kano will kill one of the champions.
Okay.
By the end of the movie. My question to you guys is, who do you think it will be, and where do you think that leads Kano as a character?
I might just pop up IMDb on my phone so I can see who, because I know they're not doing a full roster.
Yep.
Like, the weird thing is still Johnny Cage not being in the movie. Wait till you hear who I'd pick as an actor, you're gonna shit. Sorry, what was the question? I'm just having a dud.
The question was, who do you think Kano will kill out of the Earthrealm champions, and where do you think that will lead his character, maybe in the future?
I hope it's Sonya.
Hope it's Sonya.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna agree with you on that because she just looks like she's a jobber, like not that important.
Yeah.
One fight.
She's just doing really fast.
Yeah, what if it's one fight and she loses straight up to Kano?
No, I think she's gonna win, but at the end credits, Kano's gonna go for a cheap shot or some shit. Or something like that, but you may be right.
So you guys think Sonya is just a throwaway character?
Yeah, since Johnny Cage is on there, so they won't get the love interest.
I don't think she's a throwaway character. I've never particularly liked her.
Isn't that a bit disrespectful, since she is one of the very first characters in Mortal Kombat history?
Yeah,
but I didn't like her then.
Yeah.
But
I
this
know.
movie's not really. This
Go
movie's
on.
not really going for the MK1 vibe right now. But it's going for their own thing.
Yeah, that's right. Even having Melina in this movie deprives them of that too.
I really did like the Sonya Blade in the original Mortal Kombat movie.
Right.
She was awesome, and goddamn, like, they picked a good actor.
I think we can all agree with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. But, okay, I don't know. I don't particularly have a problem with Sonya or not. It's just, okay, if they're going to kill off a main character, I almost would want to say it's Scorpion, but
They already.
I know
they
it's
already
Scorpion will die. Scorpion will die.
yeah, that's what I mean. It could be him, but he's not really one of the champions. You know who it is? It's probably going to be fucking Kung Lao.
Why Kung Lao?
Because he always gets disrespected, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
that's so true.
With the MK9.
It's a shame too, because there's so much potential. Like he's a cool character, but they always kind of do him dirty.
Just for clarification for people listening, Kung Lao is going to be played by Max Huang, who is of Chinese and German descent. He has been cast in this movie, obviously as Kung Lao, but it's been leaked that he's had very few speaking roles. Whereas, Kung Lao has always been this character that's been very niggly and, loud and proud about who he is.
I got an interesting question for you.
Yep.
If they say, let's go back a step and make it like somebody has to go around and find all the fighters. What if they all had normal jobs? Who do you think would be doing what? Kano would probably be a bouncer.
He'd probably own a nightclub.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one of
I'd
those
say-
seedy ones,
No, what if they weren't terribly successful? If he's not terribly successful, he'd be a bouncer.
Oh,
Well, yeah, seedy
Sonya
nightclubs.
Blade would be your regular checkout chick then.
Chick. I would have said she was a cop for sure. Like that's
What?
just so easy.
But that's Striker.
She's
And
a blue
Jax,
healer.
yeah.
Yeah, true striker. Fucking, why hasn't he ever had any screen time?
Because very small
Go
amount
on
of
the
people
movie.
like him.
They could do what they did with that Suicide Squad movie. You know, Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, he's
Just
Captain
kill him
Boomerang. Yeah, like straight away he's dead.
I mean, it's kind of really weird that he is one of the trilogy characters, and a character like Natara makes an appearance in the movie, and she wasn't introduced till the 3D era, so it's a bit
It
weird
is a
like
bit
that.
odd. Oh, everything about the movie is a bit weird. Who they're deciding to put in and not put in.
Yeah.
You made a good point when we were chatting about this recently too. You said there's no white actors.
Besides Sonya Blade and Kano, no.
Yeah,
Because
that's
both
true.
of those
Well, we
actors are, Kano and Sonya Blade are Australian. Cole Young is Chinese and British, played by Lewis Tan. And Cabal is played by a New Zealand actor.
Yeah,
Okay.
knew that.
Oh,
Wait, is Cabal Outworld in this movie, or is he actually Earthrealm? What's the problem?
I don't know, and there's always been a bit weird, like you are always on point with it, with this Black Dragon and Red Dragon alliance.
Yeah.
So you think, but he's working with Shang Tsung too, so
Yeah, but Sub-Zero is also. Well, it looks like it.
but is Sub-Zero just a standalone character, or is he part of the Lin Kuei too?
I don't know. We don't know if the Lin Kuei is going to be an Outworld or is Lin Kuei just eliminated and sort of thing.
Yeah.
I gotta say, in the trailer, that fight scene between Sub-Zero and Scorpion doesn't look good at all.
Actually,
It
no.
doesn't.
The Lin Kuei will be a thing, because remember how Scorpion was killing the Lin Kuei members?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's a good point. Then I have to bring this up. Along with the fight scene, yes, it looked ridiculous. How janky was it when he froze Scorpion's blood, and then he had to look at it, then he had to slowly catch it, then he stabbed him with it. then he pushed him. It's like, bro, like, Sub-Zero can do that in an instance like that.
Yeah,
It should have been done faster, yeah. I found it weird how Scorpion was standing there like he'd just been tasered in the nuts.
Yes.
Like, he's just kind of like, you know, janky and shit. It's just like, what, is he glitching out or something? Like, I don't
100%.
understand.
Yeah. What about Go on.
I was just going to say, Scorpion's not a bitch. Like,
No, he's not, no.
Well, like, what did he do? Yeah, I don't know. It just did that. Sometimes trailers for movies do a terrible job of representing what they actually are. Like, one of the biggest that comes to mind is a movie we're going to watch one of these days called Drive. The trailer makes it out look like it's a car racing movie. It's not. It's not at all. So it's possible the trailer we saw was just to garner attention.
Was a very bad marketing tactic.
Maybe the trailer's not trying to please the fans as much. I don't know. I mean, I watched it and I really liked what I saw.
Yeah.
I was very surprised to see Goro.
He's MK1 though.
Goro has very limited screen time.
I reckon he's going to just absolutely destroy somebody.
Oh.
Apparently,
that's what we're saying. He's probably going to jump up and rip somebody apart.
I'd love to see that. It'd be great.
Probably. They'll be talking about, like, it'll probably be a scene where we'll see him sitting around watching people, and then someone's going to be like, who's that guy? And they're like, oh, this is Goro. And then there'll be just like a flashback of him winning the tournament or some fight, and that's the scene where you see him jumping up. That's him about to do a fatality. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Apparently Reiko might be in the movie also, everyone's saying.
Yeah, Reiko makes a small cameo as well. Apparently he will die in the movie. He's like a smaller miniature version of Shao Kahn, but he's like one of his generals.
That's cool.
Why do you think Sub-Zero's going to Cole Young in the MMA? Like, you know? I don't know if you haven't seen the trailer yet. This really brings me back to the trailer where the conversation, they cut it like this. I'm not going to say it's like this in the movie, but they cut it in the trailer to be, oh, he's had a birthmark. It's ever since he was born. And then Jack's like, it's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen. It's like, bro, like, come on, man. If you're born with it, like, clearly it's a birthmark, is it not? Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I saw a dude once had a birthmark that I knew, and it just looked like a splat on his face.
Yeah.
Where that's shaped like a dragon. It's not like a bird shat on him and it's just stained him.
Geez, do you have a birthmark with a dragon logo? I mean, you've been chosen too.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody out there is an MK fighter.
And you're gonna be dead because Shang Tsung's gonna send Sub-Zero to kill your ass.
Oh, I would be so fucked. I'd just start pegging empty beer cans at him. Fuck off! Fuck off! He'd probably freeze one and then just peg it back at me and I'd be done.
He would, yeah.
It wouldn't even be a fight.
The Sub-Zero in the movie can't do that, apparently. It would take him too long.
Oh, yeah, true. He'd rather cut me and then freeze my blood and then, you know, throw me through a shield or something. I don't know, that whole bit just looked like shit. There's still huge potential that movie could be really good.
I don't think, to be honest.
I've got my hopes up because there hasn't been an MK movie in years, like a live action. The first one is still considered to be one of the best video game adaptations ever, and arguably it is. Silent Hill is definitely not the best video game movie. That movie is a toilet.
What was that internet mini show in YouTube? Like, isn't it called
the web series? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good as shit.
That was like, that's probably the best like MK live action we've ever had.
I've never properly seen that. I want to. Bro, I've seen a tiny bit.
Yeah, the Sector and Cyrix one. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I don't know if it counts. Did you guys ever see the Street Fighter movie? Not the original, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like that's a guilty pleasure movie for me.
Oh god.
There was one where it's about Ryu and the other dude and their training.
Mm-hmm.
It came out only a couple of years ago. It was actually pretty good. And that was live action. That was really good.
I don't know.
Isn't it?
The fighting
Well,
game
I'm not
community
thinking
is
beast.
shit on the Street Fighter movies, so see how that one
Oh,
turns
so
out.
I'm not big on the lore, but I saw the movie and it held up.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what was good. It was simple.
Me and Nav
It was
can't
about
really
two
judge
dudes
people on
training.
die-hard fans.
Pardon?
Because me and Nav can't really say anything to the Street Fighter movie since we're not die-hard fans of that series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But by the people of Street Fighter, they said it was rubbish. So.
Oh, well, fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
How often do I recommend movies that you guys don't like?
Yeah, oh, fairly often.
To this day, Kung Fu Hustle's probably the biggest offense.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck, you love that movie.
Don't remind me.
Imagine what would you do if you found out that MK movie was being directed by the guy that made Kung Fu Hustle?
Oh, my
So
God.
it's going to be inspired by Kung Fu Hustle.
I would drop dead.
It's going to be called Mortal Hustle.
Oh, my
No,
God.
you fucking
Mortal
love
Tussle. I don't know why you guys hate that movie so much. Some of the fight scenes are really good.
No, some of the fight scenes were, like, decent enough to be called decent, but the fucking rest of them were like, what the fuck?
Some of them were just, like, all doing Liu Kang stuff. I was like, wait, what? Why is he flying across the screen? What?
I saw that when it came out, and I was pretty on something, and I was like, this movie's amazing! So I bought it the next day, and I watched it again, I was like, fuck. And
Anyway.
I watched it again years later and enjoyed it. Oh, anyway, yeah.
How do you reckon... Oh, yeah, go on.
Go
on.
PJ.
How do you reckon they're gonna get the powers? Like, what do you reckon they're gonna find it? Like, Outworld or just like... Just the rating?
Okay.
BWS.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's... it's so hard, right? Like, where does Cabal even get his powers from?
I bet he is Outworld descent and he just has the powers when he was born. Because he doesn't look burnt at all in the movie.
So there's a whole race of people that are basically the Flash on crack.
Well, I think that, but like, because look at Cabal and look at MK9 Cabal. That Cabal doesn't look burnt as shit, but look at MK9. He's burnt as fuck, and there's a reason why he got that powers.
That's true. I mean, it would make sense with Sub-Zero and all that and Reptile if they even put him in the movie. Or if that's him dying in the trailer, I don't know.
I don't think that. Like, I bet there's gonna be like, sorry, I can't even say the fucking race, but you know the race, I can't say.
Saurians,
I reckon that. Yeah, I think they're alive, and that was just some random one. I think Reptile's gonna come like the second movie, even if they make one, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of talk about a sequel or second movie straight after this. And I'm like, man, you gotta make a good first movie to even think about making a sequel.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to keep in mind for a trilogy. Like, when you're thinking about, this is what we're doing first, this is what we're doing second, this is what we're doing third.
Well, how
I
are they
think
gonna
the modern
implement
Star Wars
or not?
movies are awful. But another problem with them, and we won't get into this, but one big problem is it's when they made the first movie, it's like they never planned what they were going to do with the third. They kept changing directors, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
So a trilogy is not a bad idea. That means they've got an idea of what they want to do.
Yeah.
But the whole premises of trilogy is just one tournament, then there's a second tournament, and then
and
the
then he just
third.
invades.
Yeah, it's just a huge war.
You know, I'd say still, if it was me, the first one's tracking everyone down, people training and preparing, and second one's the tournament.
Alright,
Okay.
so what was your
And
question?
have a huge roster for that, but you're going to kill off heaps of people.
The story of this movie, if most people don't know, is apparently the tides have turned where it's not really like a tournament like we've said before, but more or less Outworld needs to defeat Earthrealm, otherwise Outworld will not exist.
Oh, so they're pretty much forced to fight.
Yeah, basically.
Well,
Rather
it's like
than...
There you go on.
Yeah, it was so weird. So is like Shao Kahn like not a bloodthirsty conqueror anymore? Or it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but he's prayed, and the statue looks like he was just like doing some shit. I don't know. And is Shang like actually a good guy, or is he like a bad emperor that no one likes? They have to like obey him.
Oh no, it looks like they're really not sticking to the old story of Shang Tsung though.
Yeah, and the story is simple for every character in MK1. Like,
Oh, it's so simple.
literally, you can start with Scorpion or like Liu Kang or Raiden, like how they became to exist.
Yeah, maybe Shao Kahn's got a bad back from all his concubines.
Oh my god.
Wait, do you reckon Adenian exists? Adenia?
I mean, we don't know because Katana's not going to be in the movie, but Melina is.
Yeah, but like...
And we haven't seen Jade or Sindel.
Yeah, but the Katana fan is in like a little like collection.
It is. So
did like Melina kill her?
Who knows? Who really knows?
You got to admit, the statue of Shao Kahn, they got his look perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Credits
okay,
to whoever did that. That was spot on. And good work for keeping it very relevant to what we have today.
You got to admit as well, the looks of most of the fighters. I know there's one that's screaming in your head right now. To what I'm about to say, most of them look like how they should.
Yeah.
Kano looks great.
Agreed.
Sonya looks like Sonya. Jax actually looks good.
Yeah, I
But
like
my
that.
question is, where's Kano's like metal eye? Like, is it just implanted in his fucking eye? Like,
What do you mean? You see it in the trailer. He's like shooting a laser beam at him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
in the
he
earlier
has a
scene
metal
he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe we're showing... Maybe he gets it in the movie.
Maybe.
It could be the one fight that Sonya has and she messes him up.
Could
But
be.
that's a scratch mark, like what Kano has, and how would he scratch him that bad?
I don't know. They might do a Captain Marvel and a cat comes after him.
Maybe. He just
Oh
fucking
god. Okay, this is a big controversial one again amongst the community, is Melina and the way she looks. The actor is CC Stringer, and she is African American descent. Now, my personal opinion, I have to say this now, this is my personal opinion, she looks like rubbish. She looks like she looks like an angry fucking huntsman spider. That's what she looks
I'll
like.
agree with you on that. And look, the mouth doesn't look anything towards the Melina. We'll probably get a lot of hate.
And a lot of people in the community, they're like, oh, she's black, blah, blah, blah. She can't be Melina because she's black. To be honest, I don't care if she's black or not. I only care if she actually looks like Melina or not.
Yeah. Like the mouth, it does not look anything to MK2.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think she looks friggin' awesome. I think they nailed it. What they're trying to do, though, is trying to make her more human-looking when they don't need to do that, considering what this whole movie's about. I mean, how the hell are they going to have Baraka in this movie if they're trying to make Melina look more human? You know
That's
what I mean?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she looks awesome. It doesn't bother me that she's African one bit. I don't know why, but she still looks great. She
And
looks
Hakan's
savage as hell, brutal. I reckon she's going to be
No,
vicious, man.
no shade to the actor herself. She looks great, and I think she could play the role well. It's for me, I have to blame the makeup artist or the people who just made her look the way she is in the movie. It just doesn't look like Melina.
Joker in The Dark Knight's got the more intimidating like mouth.
But he still looked great.
But that's the problem. Her mouth should be like more intense, and it just looks like it's scratched and stuff on the side. It's not like a huge mouth. She's still too human looking.
You should just look at her and be like, oh god, I don't want to get near that thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
until she puts a mask on.
Yeah.
And what's on, like, what about her eyes? Remember her eyes like mostly orange or some shit in MK9?
Yeah, it was like orange or yellow.
Well, they still have that here. I'm looking at one of the poster of her in particular. I'm looking at it right now, and her eyes are definitely like that.
That's a poster though.
It might be what they do in the movie. Just that one scene where she's licking the knife, her eyes, you can clearly see they're not normal.
Yeah. I think we can all agree on this one. Is the mask on the ninjas. Oh my god.
Yeah, too big.
Terrible.
Horrendous.
Too big. Way too big. They don't. The masks shouldn't look like they're by Fisher Price.
Yeah.
I was talking with my co-hosts earlier about this clearly, and it's known to us. It's either the actors who have to wear masks, or one actor specifically. We don't know who it is. They have requested that they wear bigger masks because they cannot breathe through them.
Yeah.
How silly is that when you have breathable masks?
I reckon they should have just
Like poke little holes in the mask.
Yeah, you're not going to notice that type of stuff.
Yeah, like the little tiniest holes, you're not going to see it while they're moving or when they're fighting.
Like Sub-Zero's mask in MK9, he still had little holes so he could breathe. He wasn't even a real character, real dude though.
Yeah, it
all
was.
the actors that play Batman, man. Like that. Apparently, that is a really hard outfit to get into. In a lot
Exactly.
Of films.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was one movie I heard that the costume was a nightmare to wear for the actor.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was. No, sorry. Move on. Ignore me.
Yeah, go on.
Why does Scorpion look like a samurai even though he's a ninja?
I think that looks awesome.
I think they've
like,
really gone with the Japanese type, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, like his armor is like so fucking bulky. Like, how are you gonna move that fast? And they're like, yeah, sure, he can teleport. I like when Hanzo Sashi, when he was Hanzo. I like that outfit.
You like the more ninja classic look.
Yeah.
So like the original MK movie.
I just don't know how you do it.
I mean, even if he had what he had in MK11, he'd still be very stylish, but he'd still look like a ninja.
Yeah. But I like that MK11, the default design. It looks ninja, but you still have armor around it. Like his shoulder pads and everything.
I reckon their outfits are awesome. It's just those bloody face masks.
Okay.
That's the only problem. They're just too big.
Moving on. Okay. Moving on from Scorpion, we're going to go back to Sub-Zero real quick.
Yeah.
What about the pale skin of Sub-Zero? Is that something you guys like, don't like? And then he's got different eye colours. I don't know if you guys saw it. What about your thoughts on that?
Well, Chinese people are usually, I don't give a shit, but he looks more Antarctic. Even though, but again, he might be from our world, so it is what it is.
First off, I don't know if you guys have seen a movie called The Night Comes for Us, but Joe Taslim, the actor that's playing Sub-Zero, is legitimate. He's awesome. They really,
I have
picked a good actor to play Sub-Zero.
I have faith in the actor. It's just the people with the design costumes and all the makeup. I think they've gone a really wayward choice with that.
I don't know if Scorpion's supposed to be as white as he is. It doesn't bother me.
Sub-Zero.
Sorry, Sub-Zero. it does. I think it's fine because they're trying to say the whole ice look and all that, make him look as cold as possible. So I don't know. For me, Sub-Zero looks good.
Okay.
It's just the bulky face.
Look at MK11 Sub-Zero, and look at the movie Sub-Zero. They look way different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can slowly grow to accept that change, and clearly you guys have to. Moving on to one of Pete's favourite characters, Kung Lao. What about the size of his hat? Man, I thought it was really small.
Oh, it's small. I don't remember what the proper looks like. Hold up.
Well, they can't be too big. It doesn't need to be like one of those stupid Mexican giant things.
Well, it technically is the size of that, but with a brim stainless steel blade on the end.
It might have looked dumb. The reason is, if they made it that big, him standing next to other people, they'd always have to duck.
Yeah, maybe.
Imagine if he's short as well. He just walk around accidentally cutting people and damaging walls and shit.
Yeah, there could be just a lifestyle choice there.
Oh, whose hat is more badass? Odd Job in the original James Bond, Goldfinger? Yeah, Odd Job's hat. Do you know who I'm talking about now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that hat or Kung Lao's?
Isn't that Kung Lao will get inspiration off?
I don't know, man.
I think he did because, remember, I think Ed Boon said that or some shit, or someone said that.
I'd still have to go Kung Lao. He just doesn't. The hat doesn't look right to me.
I thought they did his look pretty good.
Okay.
And then the hat doesn't look straight. It looks like
He looks. Yeah, sorry, Peter.
No, it's all good. I have really nothing to say.
So he looks a lot like the MK9 version. Outside of the MK9, pretty much all of them are pretty damn bulky.
Yeah.
And that should be something we should discuss. The problem with
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. We will.
I thought he looked like he had like little hints of MK11 in like the outfit, but
Yeah,
Well,
I did
the thing
like
is-
that touch.
Kung Lao doesn't need to be a muscly fighter at all.
No.
He's just about speed.
Hmm.
Like, I think I might need to watch the trailer one more time to see where you're looking at his hat thinking, fuck. But I saw him and I thought, ooh.
Specifically
It
where
looks
he
good.
deflects the eye laser from Kano. With
I
the
haven't
hat.
seen that yet.
Would you want his hat being as big as Captain America's shield?
Yes.
Oh fuck! That's what yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
but
like
you know-
near
That's
the
what-
Captain
Okay.
America's shield isn't that big.
No, you're right, actually. If that was that size, that's like pretty not bad.
Yeah.
It's just a bit bigger than like your standard gardening hat.
hmm
yeah.
Going along with more Kung Lao, he has plenty of fight scenes apparently, which
Oh, good.
is a good. I think we all agree on that one.
Yeah.
And like we said, very few speaking roles. We all agree with the casting choice as well. Very well done on that.
Another
Moving
reason
on.
why Kung Lao's gonna die.
What do you think of the movie making Liu Kang and Kung Lao being cousins again, like in this movie?
I don't really have a problem with that. They've always been close anyway.
Yeah, they're like best friends, like
Yeah.
brothers they never had.
So for the casual people that don't know, in the normal games, Liu Kang and Kung Lao are really just friends. They just happen
Like
to know
best
each other.
friends.
Like best
Best
friends.
friends.
Yeah. Whereas in every iteration of the movie, 1995 and this, they are actual cousins, which, to be honest, for me, isn't that big of a change. They're that close anyway.
Wait, didn't Shaolin monks make them cousins?
Maybe. I don't remember. Anything.
Bro, imagine they made a movie out of Shaolin monks.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
You know how I was talking about how if the first movie they're running around trying to find the fighters?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have either of you guys seen Kill Bill Volume 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how I'm talking about now. The chick that trains Uma Thurman. I mean,
Yep.
the guy, that
Yep.
wizard-looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
As if you wouldn't find Kung Lao somewhere like that under some brutal trainer like him.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to have Liu Kang and Kung Lao training at the same place, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I don't know. I don't think
Or
they
in
would be
like
training
a-
in the same place because they're both built differently. Where like Liu Kang's bulky, where Kung Lao's not.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got different fight styles and everything. I would have said they're similar, but they're both different.
Yep.
Trained
Sure.
different places, different ways.
More on Liu Kang. You guys know how I feel about how he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah. The actor's physique. Now, the actor himself, he looks great. He has a great physique for Liu Kang. But in the movie, he looks nothing like that.
Do you think it's possible that the angles we've seen are bad? Because I've shown you pictures of that guy. He's
Yeah,
a pretty
exactly.
ripped dude.
That's what I'm saying. Is it really come down to either like makeup artists or costume design or like camera angles that's made him look this? I don't know. He looks like a scrawny kid that's just got out of high school. To me,
I think the shirt made him look a little bit smaller, but
Yeah, the shirt in that scene where he slams the ground to raise the dragon, it looked like he was wearing a potato sack.
in that scene specifically, he looked like he was homeless.
It didn't look good. It
Yeah.
didn't look good. I think he would have definitely done some serious lifting for this movie.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm trying to be a bit more optimistic here. I think they just had a very bad angle of him there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that seems cool with what he's doing, but I'm not trying. They should have had a scene with him just maybe just showing his back without a shirt on or something as he's training.
I mean,
Punching
what's
something, you know what I mean?
the problem
Show-
with him
show-
not wearing a shirt though? That's how Liu
Well,
Kang is.
Well, he can wear one or not wear one, but I would say
Yeah.
they need to show his. Liu Kang's a pretty. MK11 made him pretty massive, and I don't think he's ever been like that. I mean, compare the MK11.
MK9, he was pretty
MK9
massive too.
He's rich.
Well, what about the original movie? Who's pretty.
Oh,
freaking
he was
in that movie.
ripped in that too.
Yeah, you're right. Liu Kang's meant to be a big guy.
The OG character actor, he was Liu Kang.
I think you're going to really like who I'm going to say who should play him. Unfortunately, it's impossible. But anyway.
Yes.
Remember MK11 where like the outfit where Liu Kang's wearing the jacket over the shirt. I like that one. They could have done that for the movie.
And he
They wanted
still
to
looked
do
big.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad footage.
Also, if the people making the movie watch this, give him nunchucks in the next movie and make him 10 times more awesome.
Oh, he doesn't have nunchucks?
No, he does not.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, again, in MK9 he didn't have any nunchucks.
I don't
That's
think
true.
they want to let actors use nunchucks because they'll smack themselves so quickly.
Yeah, but they can use fake nunchucks.
I mean,
They
they
will
can
do it.
always train with people who actually know how to use it.
Yeah.
That really comes down to putting some production money into your characters.
I'm now thinking about that scene with Bruce Lee, where he's
Yeah.
using the nunchucks and
Yeah.
just waving them around.
That was godlike.
Uh-huh.
And when he plays the table tennis against the two guys with the nunchucks.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
What? Bruh. Obviously, we don't expect the actor to be that good, but man, they
Yeah,
could
but-
make it look good.
No, that guy was just godlike on
Yeah.
Earth. But this is where we get into my argument where I think maybe not all, but some of these actors need some legit talent.
Yes.
It's not all just look. And if it is all look, then, you could have just gone into gym after gym after gym to find an appropriate looking Asian dude.
Yeah.
I've seen guys that look like, you could definitely fucking play Liu Kang. You just look like a fucking beast.
Yeah. For sure.
That's another thing. You could potentially, for some of the characters, literally just get fresh talent. Go and even
You
find
could.
actual boxers that have never been in a movie. It's weird because some people who don't know how to act can act. And my best example of this is Eminem in 8 Mile.
Yes.
If you didn't know that was Eminem, you'd think that was an actor.
Yeah.
And even though it's not that great a movie, 50 Cent in his movie, he was also pretty good.
Oh yeah, he was good.
Oh, especially in Power is pretty good too. That show.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
sometimes people can just act, man. They can. It's surprising.
They really don't have to go for these A-list, actors.
I don't think they have any A-list actors. The highest one they've got in this movie
the
is
one for
probably Joe
Scorpion.
Taslim.
The one for school.
Oh, him. Yeah, you're right. He'd be top of the ladder. I agree with that.
Just moving on. Raiden.
Bad choice. Terrible.
Yeah, bad choice.
Terrible.
Yeah?
He doesn't.
He doesn't look that. He doesn't look that tall. He doesn't look
I
like
like
Raiden
the
at all.
actor. I like the actor.
Yeah, I'll
He's
go
an
with it.
awesome actor, and he's probably going to do a very good job as Raiden. But I don't care what the director says. It shouldn't have anything to do with race. Raiden, that's not Raiden, man.
Yes,
Get a fucking cosplayer.
Isn't Raiden like European or some shit?
Yeah, Raiden's like a white dude. He's like a really tall
A white,
Caucasian.
a white,
Yeah.
Caucasian.
white,
Yeah,
skinny, tall dude.
yeah, it's me.
To be honest, I don't have a problem with it, the way he looks. Not specifically, sorry, not the way he looks. The actor they picked is fine for me.
Yeah, I agree.
But the way they made him look is a bit weird.
And
Yeah.
what is the point of Raiden even being in this movie if Sonya's doing
Can't
his
do
job?
anything.
I guess the problem too, Nav, is he's living up to the 1995 Raiden, which was just pure perfect casting. That guy just was. That was
Christopher
Raiden, you know?
Lambert.
Yeah,
He was amazing as Raiden.
that's why for me it's not a huge issue for me that he's playing Raiden. But
Do you
in
think
saying
Raiden has a
that,
subtle role?
yeah, that's why I want to ask you guys, what do you think Raiden even does in this movie when his role is literally taken by Sonya?
I think his role is like he's like the coach of the team. He's
probably mostly
there
going to coach Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
He's there to keep things in line. Like, for example, if Sub-Zero comes after one of the fighters in a way he shouldn't, Raiden's just going to get in his face and flick him aside. But Raiden would mess Sub-Zero up.
And on top of that, can Raiden actually fight now? Because technically he couldn't only fight before in the tournament.
There's nothing that said Raiden can't fight in this movie.
Yeah.
So
I just
I was going to say that, but yeah.
The depiction of Raiden in the movies is incredibly OP compared to in the games where he's a fighter. Well, he's also a god, but in the movies he's like no one wants to.
I mean, the only person Raiden loses to in the games is Shao Kahn.
Yeah.
Historically,
they need to do better. They need to do a better job of making Shao Kahn a scary beast.
yeah.
It's kind of like all the Batman movies. Batman has not been done right yet.
Yeah.
Physicality, it's meant to be big, intimidating, scary, you know what I mean?
A bodybuilding that can do martial arts. Pretty much.
Well, he doesn't even have to do martial arts.
Pretty damn good.
But Batman knows every martial arts. He at least needs to do like one at least.
Oh, you guys talking about Batman? My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, saying. I'm just trying to make a comparison. I'm saying they need to.
Yeah, I get the comparison. It's just for me, if you pick someone to play Shao Kahn, he can be huge, but he don't need martial arts experience.
Yeah,
Shao Kahn is, he's just a tank.
This isn't who I'm going to say, by the way, when we get onto this topic, but I think you'd agree with me here, Nav. Somebody that I think should play Shao Kahn was. Like, if we're to talk about it, did you ever watch WWF back when it was good?
Oh, well, I'm not that old.
Which era?
Or WWE?
Which era?
I did watch WWE a bit.
The dude that plays Kane.
Yeah.
Oh, him.
Yes.
He's huge. He's really tall. He has the look, and he's a tank. He's a massive
Definitely
guy.
could, yes.
100%, he has the look down pat to play Shao Kahn.
Yeah, he's taller than him also.
Oh, he's huge. He's a really tall guy.
But,
and that's the thing, Shao Kahn needs to be intimidating.
Shao Kahn's super ripped. Like, he's
I don't
physique.
think they're going to... I don't think they're going to find an actor that lives up to the statue.
Yeah.
I mean, Shao Kahn isn't in the movie, per se. He's just depicted as statues. But
He'll be in the trilogy.
He's probably the god for fucking thing.
That's if we get there.
Yes.
If this movie flies.
Wait, my question is, what happened to Onaga then? Is it still going to be happening, like, Shao Kahn to poison Onaga, or, like, what?
Yeah, for the people who don't know, Onaga was the first ruler, or not the first, but he was the ruler before Shao Kahn of Outworld. And in the story, we had Shao Kahn was
being
one
the protector of Outworld.
Yeah, being the protector of Outworld, and he was one of the advisors of Onaga, and he trusted him very much. And then he gave Onaga some poison. Onaga died. Shao Kahn overthrew him, basically like a coup. Also. Yes.
And Shao Kahn and Raiden are brothers in the game and movie, I think.
Yeah. Then let's move on to Shang Tsung. How do you first tell me what you guys think of the casting choice and how he looks?
I've got no problems. I think they did really good.
Okay. I could definitely agree there. Yeah, go on.
But if they went for old Chang, I reckon for Terry DeGara.
Everyone talks about the old actor.
No, I'm talking about like when Chang goes old. When Chang goes very old, I reckon Terry DeGara should take that spot.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
I mean, Shang Tsung has two states, right, where he's younger and when he's older.
Yeah.
I think. And when he's older, he doesn't really have to fight, so he could really
He's just there.
be there,
He's
yeah.
just raged. But more deceptive. He doesn't fight.
Because Terry DeGale, I'm pretty sure, is nearly 60, like late 60s, nearly 70, so...
Yeah, he'll play the part for old Shang.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen what the guy, Vince McMahon, looks like?
Yeah, he's ripped as shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even when you're old, you can still be a bit of a tank.
Yeah,
So,
but Shang is ripped, but not as ripped as his young version.
No.
Right, you can see that in one of the outfits.
Yeah. What about the way he's dressed? Was everyone okay with
nailed
that?
it.
Nailed it? Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Very, very happy with the whole iteration.
I can take what I get.
See what you get. I don't know. for me,
So many things I want to say.
everyone knows me. I like Shang Tsung. Some of my favorite characters.
You can take more than I can
Well,
get.
then how do you feel? If anything, you should be the most critical.
Yeah.
I feel like he should not have so much armor as he does. It's unnecessary for him. I get that he's like... Well, technically he's not even like that in this movie anymore. He's not the tournament organizer. He's not like this huge... He's not the boss, you know? And, like, all the armor is unnecessary. The weird ponytail thing they gave him is unnecessary. Shang Tsung is supposed to look like a old, decrepit, creepy... pedo motherfucker. That's what Shang Tsung is supposed to be. He's supposed to look like everyone's Asian uncle. That's what he's supposed to look like. Okay? When he gets out of the bathroom, he doesn't even wear a towel. He just walks to his room. That's Shang Tsung, man.
It's your fault if you see my...
And yes, and if you complain, he eats your soul. That's Shang Tsung for you.
Oh, and also he's a snake. I don't know if you reckon he's gonna be a snake in this movie.
You reckon he'll shapeshift?
Probably
Yeah, he'll
not.
probably shapeshift into someone's boyfriend to bang the missus.
Oh my
And
god.
then they'll be like, oh, you were feeling good last night. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? And then Shang Tsung walks past and just winks.
If Sonya dies or Tucano, I think Shang Tsung might turn into Sonya and just go to Jax.
How would you feel if they did that in the movie, Nav?
Well, specifically...
If they made, if Shang Tsung banged somebody's missus?
Oh, it'd be great. It'd be great.
Because he's meant to be a prick.
He is. He really is.
I wouldn't. And in every iteration, Shang Tsung has a mad stiff for Sonya Blade.
He does.
He does.
So as if he wouldn't bloody Johnny Cage it up.
Yes.
But this movie doesn't have Johnny Cage.
Yeah, this one. Yes. Oh god. And another thing with Shang Tsung is, I get that, he's not even the big boss. He's just like a comrade of Shao Kahn. So is he from Earth? Is he even from Outworld now? Does he betray Earth? Like what? His whole character was based on he's one of Earth's champions beforehand, and then back then he betrayed Earth to go serve Shao Kahn.
He had dark magic also. That's when he got the dark magic.
Yeah.
And he's Shao Kahn's right-hand man, so...
Man, it's not, for me, it will be a big ask to see him shapeshift in this movie because, as we all know, shapeshifting graphics are not that good.
Hey, what do you think of the CGI anyways?
Yeah.
Cool. Disappointing.
The Scorpion Fire one was good.
That's the one I didn't like, the Scorpion Fire one.
Oh, I like that one. It was pretty decent.
Oh, you hate the blood effects the most, Nav.
Oh, yeah, don't start me again.
Oh, speaking of which, I just had a gaze at my phone. Why don't you move to another area of the map and actually show some of the looking one of the cool MK statues?
I'm not going to put this in there. I'm going to put gameplay over it.
Oh, okay, alright.
Don't worry about it. Anyway, moving on. Where do we have? We have Kano. Kano is... I think we've already talked about him that way. I feel like.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty
like,
good.
we
Okay.
didn't know how to
Pretty
get his metal eye. Like, I'm a diehard fan of Kano. Like, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
And like, he betrayed, like, in MK9, when Sonya said, I trusted that motherfucker because he killed someone in the special forces. I bet he's gonna do that to Sonya or Jax. He's gonna kill one of them, or kill a sergeant or some shit.
My question is, where is Quan Chi in this movie?
He only got introduced in MK4, so
I mean, but he's the whole reason behind Scorpion Sub-Zero.
yeah, I bet you he'll make a cameo. Or maybe Quan Chi didn't, like, Quan Chi and Shinnok, like, Shinnok doesn't exist, and so Quan Chi didn't kill the, what do you call it? What was his name for the Earthrealm Protector?
Lucifer.
Yeah, I think he'll make Scorpion go back to life.
Maybe.
He'll probably be referenced. I reckon he'll be referenced. He's not in the movie, but there might be a reference to him. He might be near a statue of Shao Kahn.
But he is integral to the main two ninja story, so...
Yeah,
The fact that they're wanting to do a trilogy already means they might put in a few things now, just little things, that become big things later.
Oh, and since we're talking about, like, how people are dying, like, Sub-Zero, aka Bihan, and Force, Scorpion, do you reckon Sub-Zero's going to turn into Noob Saibot for this, or not?
Yes, it's already been leaked that he will.
Will Quietly Angry be in this movie, though?
My boy!
No, younger Sub-Zero has not been cast at all.
Well, you can use this, actually, you can't, because it's different. And how do you reckon young Sub-Zero's going to get his fucking, like, his damaged eye, like the scar in his left eye, right?
Who knows, it might Nick Fury it. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd be anything ridiculous.
Yeah.
Be dangerous or something.
Well, it kind of, okay, it could be anything, not every scar has a massive war story behind it. It's like the start of Red Dead Redemption 2 PJ, where the first thing you do is find John Marston on a hill, and your main character's giving him shit because, yeah, all the scars on his face was attacked by werewolves, and the main guy's like, yeah, well, that's pretty pathetic, isn't it? And he's like, well, that's not good enough.
Yeah, but Sub-Zero's like a assassin, like, who will get a scar on him, like, get that good shot on him, like, and he has the ability to freeze someone, so...
It could have been the dude that was training him.
What, the Grand Master?
Yeah, imagine it was the Grand Master, and the fight got too serious, and he hurt him, and then Sub-Zero lost his shit.
The Lin Kuei is pretty ruthless.
The Grand Master wouldn't do that. I reckon only Sector would do that, or someone like that.
I reckon it's possibly Lin Kuei.
Sector is Lin Kuei.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I reckon it could have been a sparring session that just was too full on.
Probably. Do you reckon Smoke's gonna be in this movie or not?
Smoke will not be in this movie.
You reckon any other movie? Shut up, that's not your thing, this is fucking mine.
I just find it funny the way they say his name in MK9.
Smoke.
If they bring the younger Sub-Zero, there is they just have to bring in Smoke then.
Yeah, they have to, 'cause that's part of Sub-Zero's thing, that's like Sub-Zero's best friend.
Yeah. What Liu Kang is to Kung Lao, yeah.
Like, he's like brother from another mother.
Basically. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my last topic, and then I'm gonna let you guys take the floor on yours.
I'm going to talk about the actors.
Yeah, we'll get onto that soon. Cole Young.
Yes.
New character. How does everyone feel about him? Lewis Tan.
I think it's a sensible idea to bring in a newbie.
I guess if you want to get rid of Johnny Cage and that's like a different version, I guess you can do that.
There's similarities to him in the Johnny Cage story.
Yeah, because Johnny Cage is a washed-up actor, and Cole Young is a washed-up MMA fighter.
Yes. And that's where I reckon he'll see Sub-Zero be during one of his fights. I don't know if he'll be winning or not, but Sub-Zero will come in.
Cole Young has his armor, his special armor.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know, his birthmark is the thing that gives him power, and his power is protection. It's armor.
Armor.
Which is the dumbest power I've ever heard of.
He can take a lot of damage.
It sounds like getting a condom for free.
It's like getting a skin suit bronze armor.
So his skin, he can take a massive whooping.
Yes.
basically. Sub-Zero in one of the trailers threw icicles at him and he blocked it and it did nothing.
Okay. Well, that's still kind of cool.
Oh,
Like,
do you think Cole Young and Hanzo are related or anything, or no?
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you think Hanzo and Cole Young will be related or no in this movie?
it's possible.
But a lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, a lot of people are thinking that. I think he will
Johnny
be...
Cage is left out. There might be a tie.
I think Cole Young isn't tied to anyone, and my theory is that Kano actually kills Cole Young.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that how do you think Johnny Cage is going to come in?
Because my understanding of Cole Young's character, word by word from the director, was it's for someone that the audience can follow to enter the MK universe.
You know, that's a really cool idea. One thing I really loved about Infinity War was that they lost.
Yeah.
So, like, what if we follow the main character, we're all going to tie to him, and then he just gets killed? Like,
well, again, they're going to
that'd be pretty... I actually like it when movies have the balls to
kill off the main character.
let the bad guy win.
I mean, Cole Young has zero purpose other than that.
Yeah. You're
so
right.
I don't see why they wouldn't kill him off.
Like, this is his very first appearance in any Mortal Kombat related anything. Like, at all.
But if he has bronze armor, how does Kano kill him? And, you know, it's just... Yeah. Like we just were talking about, Johnny Cage. They picked Cole Young over Johnny Cage because one,
or some shit.
Some people believe, this is not straight from the director, sorry about that, is some people believe that it is a whitewashed cast if you have Kano, Sonya, and Johnny Cage. But the director has said the second movie will follow Johnny Cage.
Really?
Yes.
Do you reckon Johnny Cage is going to die like in the original timeline with MK film when Matara killed him?
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, maybe.
Liu Kang's supposed to be the winner.
What do you think about it, Pete? They have specifically left Johnny Cage out to give Cole Young this chance in this movie. So in the second movie we can follow Johnny Cage.
Taking into account what you're saying, I think everyone believes in Cole Young, and I think maybe Cole Young is one of... He's got to have maybe a tie, maybe not, to Johnny Cage, but I think Cole Young, you're right, it does make sense if he gets killed off, and then the next guy that they focus on is Johnny Cage, because when they look at the statue of, like, this is what the fighter looks like, I don't know, but I looked at that and I thought Johnny Cage. So I have a feeling Johnny Cage is going to play a huge part, and yeah, maybe you're right, Cole Young is going to get killed off.
And when Johnny Cage comes through, do you reckon he's going to be a smart ass like he was in MK9, like funny as shit or something?
I would hope he would be.
And then when he becomes old, he understands his mistakes, so he's like a little bit less of an arsehole, but he's funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is Johnny Cage on a platter. That's how he should be.
And fuck Sonya 24/7.
He can still be mature and wiser and more humble, but also a bit of a smartass.
Yeah, for sure. When he gets older.
Yeah, when he gets older, but when he's young, he's just a full-on smartass.
Oh, he's young. He's full of arrogance. Arrogant.
I'm gonna get that.
He just thinks he's the hottest shit ever, but he's never really been tested too. But he's got the talent.
Yeah. Until he met Sonya and fucked her.
Anyway, I lost my train of thought.
That's your fault, PJ.
Yeah, it's all your fault.
Oh, yes, going to what I was saying earlier. We may not get a Johnny Cage at all if this movie sucks. How do you feel about that? and he's an original cast
MK1
member,
character.
or MK1 character.
Well, again, a Reptile. I think Reptile's not in it, so he's an MK1 character technically. If you want to say that. It'll kind of suck, but it is what it is.
Yeah, his original cast, but then again, if they're going to open this up for more characters, it makes sense having a lot of new faces coming for the sequels.
Hold on, if the movie actually kicks ass and makes and sequels and all that, do you reckon Havoc will be in it? Like he played a big part like MKX or not?
Who
Like
knows,
the
mate? You
comics,
get all kinds of people.
it'd be so good. But
Yeah.
Do you reckon they'd make a nod to like one of the absolute random MK characters, like Meat?
Or Meat and fucking Mocap.
Yeah.
Well, we all know the theory of Kotal Khan being Meat.
Meat.
I don't know it.
Oh, you don't know it? Okay. So,
wow.
Shang Tsung has a flesh pit. In this flesh pit, he creates all sorts of constructions like Melina, per se. One of these, it was rumored to be just meat. But meat was eventually turned into Kotal Khan. And that's why Kotal Khan is such a wash-up character in MK11. And he gets beat up all
Well,
the
I
time.
don't believe that theory, because remember what was his father's name? Kotex or some shit?
Kotal Kits, I think.
Yeah, Kotex. He didn't mention anything about Shang Tsung making him or anything, so... In the comics.
Yeah.
But again, the comics are not canon. Only some parts are canon when they want to make it.
Yeah, that's super inconsistent. But, that's all the points I've gone through. You guys have the floor now.
Alright, PJ, just step back, step aside, and just fuck off. As
You
well.
fuck off. You stinky boy.
I want to jump onto the talking about the actors and who I would have picked to play who.
Okay.
And some of these, like, I wish we could have picked this person, because in some instances they might be a bit too old, or some instances it's impossible. I'll get to that though.
Yep.
Alright, so you've heard me say this 100 times already. I still think Jax should be Michael J. White. And
Yeah.
I would like to hear from either of you why you don't think it should be Michael J. White, because Jax in MK11 is an older dad. He's the right age. He's the right everything. He's perfect to play Jax.
For MK2, aka MK1 Jax, you want to call it now. He's young as fuck, MK2 Jax.
Yeah, well, you're talking about one version of MK, like, in general. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I don't know. He looks smart, so I won't be that upset. So.
I think it'd be a very good choice. My problem with the choice is that he is a martial artist. Not only.
Is that a problem?
No. It's not like a huge problem. Like I'm putting it in the wrong perspective.
Yeah.
The problem I have with it is Jax is just meant to be a brute character, and if Michael J. White could just pull that off, being a massive brute and do no martial arts at all,
Boxing?
it'd be perfect. Yeah, just
Yeah, pretty
boxing,
much,
that'd be it. It'd be perfect.
Have you ever seen Undisputed 2?
No, I've not.
That's him doing boxing. He's just a boxer.
Oh, okay.
One of these days, if we find a way to do it, we'll watch it. You're going to see what I mean. He's perfect to play Jax. He's not a kung fu guy in this movie. He's literally a professional boxer that goes to jail, and versus another actor who I have a mountain of respect for.
Jax is pretty much of Mike Tyson on roids, pretty much.
All right. Now,
Yeah, we
next pick for
definitely
me.
wouldn't want Mike Tyson, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Mike Tyson's
Imagine that.
definitely not Jax. He's like maybe
No,
Jax.
I'm not saying he was. I'm just saying
Yeah.
like Jax is a Mike Tyson on roids. Like he's a boxer. He boxes the same way as Mike Tyson.
Fuck no.
Yeah, he does. Jax
he
does.
basically
He
does.
boxes the same way.
They seem different. Jax is probably more ferocious. Anyway,
Jax has never bitten someone's ear off, you know, so...
Yeah, he never bit like that. But he does rip someone's arms off, so...
Yeah, but that's fatalities for the sake of the games.
No, Nav makes a good point. In real life, that guy's a savage. So, no, fair enough. Alright, Kung Lao, I would pick... And by the way, I'm not strict to saying everyone has to be young. Kung Lao for me is Donnie Yen.
Okay. Yeah, I know who that is.
He would be perfect. Perfect. PJ, you've seen the It Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, that 100% Kung Lao. He would nail it.
Yeah, he would.
Alright, now you guys might not know who this actor is, but for me, I'd have Kano being Scott Adkins.
Yeah, you've talked about him.
Yeah, he's also in the Undisputed movie with Michael J. White.
Did you want to explain it with,
Yeah.
just and whatnot?
Okay, for PJ, remember that movie we watched about the guy that has all those dudes in the pub, and it's about him in jail and everyone's trying to fight him?
Yeah.
That's Scott Adkins.
Oh.
I'd have him play as Kano.
Yeah, right.
Alright, and now for Reptile, because you don't really see his face, I just want someone who's just fast and got a mountain of talent. I want Reptile being intimidating.
You mean but ripped still?
Yeah, I'd pick Tony Jaa.
Depends on the makeup of what he looks like, doesn't it?
You don't really see his face.
You know,
Yeah,
you
they-
can't
see his face. He
they'd
doesn't have to be.
That'd be totally up to the
Look, if they
directors
want
and the makeup
MKX style
artists.
with the mask, every time that reptile talks, the mask's open, so you're going to see a little bit of his face.
I'm okay with that. I still think Tony Jaa. Alright, next one. This will be interesting to see what you guys think. For Raiden, I would have Keanu Reeves.
Right?
No.
I would have that
Yep.
as Kenshi.
Raiden is tall, and he's got to be able to do some fighting too. Keanu's all of that.
He,
Nah,
He's got the talent.
no,
No, I'll put Keanu as Kenshi, though, if Kenshi ever won in the movie.
I totally
Really?
agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Because look at MKX Kenshi with the beard. He looks pretty much like Keanu, but like just a little bit different.
For Sub-Zero and Scorpion, I'm keeping those two as the actors they've picked. I actually think they did a great job.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, here comes the really hard one. For Liu Kang, if I was to have any actor play Liu Kang, we all know it'd be who Liu Kang's based off.
Yep,
But he ain't around, so.
He ain't around, so we can't pick him, but holy shit, that actor would have just nailed it in every manner. They could have had him done some real life crap on screen and film it and be like, oh, you know. But he's who I'm gonna pick. For Liu Kang, I would pick Iko Uwais. Iko Uwais?
You're trying to say the name, aren't you?
I don't know how to say his name properly.
Yeah.
It's like IKO and his surname's UWAIS.
I don't know who you're talking about, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know him? He's the dude from the raid. The main dude for that movie.
Oh, the Malaysian guy.
Yeah,
yes.
I would just say I would have him
remember
train for about a year or so, just doing some bodybuilding, give him a bit of size on him. And I'd
Cool.
say, yeah, fuck, he doesn't have to be that exact race anymore. I'd have him play Liu Kang.
For people that don't know who he has done work, obviously, in the raid, like we just said, and he's done work on a show called Wu Assassins on Netflix as well. He is great in both, that is for sure.
What do you think as him playing Liu Kang?
The skill is there. He doesn't look like Liu Kang, though.
Okay, alright. Alright, now this is probably the next one. I've got more after this. The most controversial pick, both of you are probably going to want to throw something at me for saying this. For Johnny Cage, who do you think I would pick first before I say this?
Why do I feel like you picked John Cena just for the fuck text of it?
No.
Oh, I don't know who you'd pick.
Oh, Van
Alright.
Dan, what do you call him? Right.
I want you guys to have a think about this and tell me what you think. Alright, for Johnny Cage, I would literally have Jake or Logan Paul.
Oh, my.
But they're blonde, though. Johnny Cage ain't blonde.
They
You can
dye
change
their
his
hair.
hair, yeah.
They
No.
both know fighting.
No, I'm not
Jake-
accepting
fighting,
this.
they both
No.
Look, Jake Paul has the cock, like the arsehole side of him, but
Yeah, the arrogance.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have the physique of Johnny Cage.
No, Johnny Cage is bigger than both of them, but
And he's supposed to
let's
look
look
like
at
a
what they did to
superstar.
Liu Kang. They're both pretty big fucking guys, man.
look, I'll make Logan Paul's pretty big.
Yeah, I'd say one of them would play Johnny Cage for sure.
Well, I'd eat both of them in a heartbeat. I don't give a shit.
Look, I
Screw
can
both
see
of
a reason why you pick him. It's pretty good, but I wouldn't.
I don't know.
They
I think
both
we need
don't
to-
need another paycheck with all the other rubbish they've been pulling off.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not fans of either of them, okay? I'm not fans of either of them. But it will be interesting to see what happens with time with those two in the boxing world.
I know you got the Logan Paul merch. I know you have that.
Put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, he'd get his ass handed to him.
Well, I don't understand. He's going to get fucking destroyed. Like, he's going up against one of the absolute best.
It's because his goddamn managers know the right people so he can get linked up with good money.
He's going to be embarrassed. He's got no chance.
It doesn't matter. He can embarrass himself all he wants. He's got the money still, doesn't he?
That's true. Logan does have the size, though. Like, if he lands a few good hits on Floyd, he might fuck him up a bit. But the thing is, I would have bet Conor McGregor had a better chance against Floyd than, Logan bloody Paul.
Fuck, why don't we just make KSI Jackson?
Hey.
No way.
Jesus.
No
Anyway,
way.
moving on.
Alright, so Sonya Blade. Ronda Rousey is an option. She could do it. I'd also say possibly Margot Robbie. Or one of the chicks that's into wrestling at the moment called Alexa Bliss.
Hey, didn't you say you like the actor, though?
What?
Didn't you say you like the Sonya actor?
Yeah.
But you would still change it if you had choice.
Well, if I could pick the old actor, I'd just say, yeah, pick her 100%.
Okay.
Wait, did you think
You're
of
right,
the
she's
actor
definitely...
Kabul?
What?
Remember, Kabal's in the movie. You can't forget about him.
Yeah, okay. I actually haven't taken too much thought about Kabul.
Anyway, let's just finish Sonya first. We have, oh man, Ronda Rousey.
I just don't like her acting. It's pretty shit.
I can see it. I can visualize it in my mind right now.
Yeah.
But god damn it, she cannot act.
She was okay in the Mission Impossible movie.
And she was okay in the Fast and Furious movie.
Okay, MK11, that voice acting was okay, but I would prefer...
No, it was not. It was not okay. It was terrible.
It was decent enough to put in there, but I would have preferred MKX
No, it
or
wasn't.
MK9.
A lot of people hated her voice acting in that game.
I agree with them on
wooden.
that. I did not like it. So
Stand down.
Yeah, it's not like... A good voice actor should not be underrated, in my opinion. A good voice actor brings so much to the role. Because they're visualizing themselves in that scenario and talking and how somebody would act. Where Ronda sounds like somebody reading a script.
Yeah.
So, I get what you're saying. But what do you think about Margot Robbie?
She's too small.
But again, Sonya's not that ripped. Like, she has a six-pack. Like, if you count them...
I don't know, all the iterations, they're trying to make her bigger every game.
Yeah, but look at MK9. She was skinny and she still looks good.
Yeah. I'm a 50-50 with that one. I could give it a try, that's for sure.
And MKX was pretty good, the base outfit. She was skinny also.
And Alexa Bliss?
That would be a yeah from me.
Okay. Alright, now for Shang Tsung, because he doesn't necessarily need to be young or old, I would have Jackie Chan play him. Shang Tsung is a bit of a smart ass, but he also needs to be able to fight, where Jackie Chan can do all of that.
But he has a lot of dark humor where Jackie Chan doesn't have that.
Yeah, and he has the dark eye.
Jackie Chan's been in some serious movies.
Yeah, but he's never been...
I reckon Shang Tsung won't find this movie anyway, so...
I've never seen Jackie Chan play a sinister character.
Yeah, but sometimes actors that are just... You see them in comedies are also great in other movies. Like, for example, you guys know who Vince Vaughn is, right?
Yes.
Anyway, so he's just seen as the comedy guy. He's amazing in this movie called, like, Brawl on Cell Block 92 or some number, but he plays a dude that goes to jail, and he gets a call from these people, and he's like, "Oi, if you don't, you have to kill somebody who's in the worst part of the jail." So he's constantly doing things to get himself escalated to like the more restricted area. And it's a movie where you see him fighting, you see his physicality. He's actually quite a tall, big guy. Some actors who you only see as comedians, they can also do serious roles as well.
I couldn't see Jackie Chan as Shang Tsung.
I'm trying to see Shang Tsung with... I'm trying to see Jackie Chan with the Shang Tsung mustache.
No. You're talking about old Shang mustache in MK11.
Because that's a must.
It'd be a new look.
Yeah, but I would,
for sure.
for like Terry the Garra for old Shang Tsung, I wouldn't fucking. I would put that for old.
Yeah, you could just get the original actor. He'd do it.
Yeah, see?
I'd say put him in too.
Yeah, see, because he fucking would fit it. Did you see in MK11? Because they used their facial recognition.
Yeah, they did. They used his face model for that.
Yeah, see, and it was pretty good.
No, I'm a toss up on that one.
And MK11 Aftermath, he did a pretty good fucking acting.
Yeah, because he had speaking roles, which was really good. He didn't have to do any of the choreography, fight scenes or anything, which was great.
Yeah.
Alright, Shao Kahn. Here's my next one. Now, if I could have picked anyone, unfortunately this guy, I'd say maybe Dolph Lundgren.
I do not know who that is.
You seen, you know that movie, we watched it a while ago, it's the Sylvester Stallone movie where he's like all the military people.
Spell his name for me.
Dolph, D-O-L-P-H, Lundgren is L-U-N-D-G-R-E-N.
Okay.
Very tall, very big guy.
That's a no for me.
Well, it's either him or The Rock.
It'd be The Rock. What?
I actually think The Rock would do a great job as Shao Kahn.
He's playing Black Adam in DC now.
Yeah.
And
I don't know much about Black Adam.
Did you see his voice in that trailer? It was amazing.
No.
I never thought he could be this serious, like, evil character, but he did it pretty well in the trailer, from what I know.
I'll check out the trailer after this stream.
Yeah.
But you agree? The Rock for Shao Kahn?
The Rock, yeah.
Alright, for Katana, it's still, who I've said to you before, Julie Estelle.
Yeah. I'm okay with that choice. I would have my own choice for that, but yeah.
I can't figure out who the hell Melina or Jade would be.
Melina would be, it'd be CGI of the same character. Of the same actor, sorry. So you know those movies where one actor plays two people? That would have to be the case.
How incredible was Eddie Murphy in that movie where he plays everyone? Like the family, Dr. Dolittle, or was the Cranks or something?
Something like that. It was okay.
No, I mean, like, what you're saying is sometimes you can have actors play other roles in the same movie.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you guys don't know Marlon Wayne, he did himself 6 times over. It was a terrible movie, but he did it.
What movie?
Six Tuplets. Terrible movie. But he pulled it off. It's on Netflix. That's why you never heard of it. It's terrible.
Alright. Who do you guys think I would pick to play Scarlet?
Scarlet ain't in this movie, yeah.
If she was.
If she was. I have no idea because I hate I'm not. I got to say this now. The face model for the MK11, she looks amazing. So no shade at her. It's the people at NRS that made her face look weird. But then again,
like,
I don't know.
If you put a mask on Scarlet in the game, she looks good, but without the mask, she just looks weird to me.
Yeah.
I'd pick Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright.
She's got to be very bloodthirsty though.
She's a good actor. I've seen her play a lot of diverse stuff. I think she's definitely got what it takes.
Okay.
Alright, now this is my last one, okay? And this one's a bit of a goof, but oddly enough, I think it could work. If people didn't get the shits too much about, race.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I want you guys to have a pick here. Who would play Bo Raicho?
I've looked at this before, and I haven't been able to come up with anyone.
Steven Seagal.
Why can I not remember that face? Hang on. Any comment, PJ?
No. I don't even know what he looks like, eh?
He's like an 80s action movie star who ended up putting a lot of weight and becoming a bit of a joke. But he's legitimately talented.
I can see it. I could definitely see it.
He'd be Bo Raicho for sure, man.
He would be Bo Raicho. Okay.
I don't have any more, so I guess.
Don't have any more? PJ, you have the floor, mate.
Fuck, I don't have anything yet.
Anything you want to say? Anything about the movie? Anything that pisses you off that you like?
Yeah, but what about the Master Cabal? I don't really like that.
The Master for Cabal, okay.
Is Cabal in the trailer?
He's
in the trailer.
If you guys go to the podcast messages, I have a picture of him in there.
Yeah, that also pisses me off also because fucking Cabal, like, I'm gonna go for M9 Cabal because that's my favorite backstory. He used to be a criminal with the Black Dragon.
Yeah.
So now he became the better himself, but once he got burnt from Guitar, then fucking he had to get the powers from Kano because he would die either way, and he did not like himself for fucking being an ugly fuck.
Yeah.
But so he's trying to make things better for the fucking shit. That has a lot more meaning than fucking the original timeline, I reckon, when he was just like,
For
didn't
sure.
have a big role.
Yeah.
I mean, being an ugly fuck isn't that bad, PJ. You find
No, but he doesn't like himself
day?
as that. He's like, oh, you made me hideous. That's like he wants to die. When he first
Right over his head.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Look, it's okay to be hideous, Pete.
Oh man.
An MK11 Cabal doesn't make any sense either. Like, what the fuck?
No, he doesn't. Have you guys seen Sonya's energy rings in the movie?
They look...
They look really good. I don't know about you guys, but for me, they look really good.
They look alright.
Have not.
Oh, fine.
I'm surprised they even remember that room, to be honest.
Yeah, true. What about the very first picture we saw of the movie of Luke and Kung Lao where they're standing next to each other?
Terrible. Terrible. Whoever the fuck was working on marketing that day needs a boot in the ass.
Yeah.
Do you think they have the same marketing team as the games? Because I highly doubt it.
No.
Nope.
No. Netherrealm.
Because I remember when MK11 dropped, it was everywhere.
I hated the fucking game trailer with the stupid rap music.
I like the game.
I liked it. It was the old school and new school one. That was really fire.
I didn't like it at all.
The one with Ice Cube.
I remember
and
writing
everything,
well, the MK11 trailer had that rap music, that mumble rap shit. I don't remember what I said, but I wrote a comment that got a fucking ton of likes. It was just about like I just wish this trailer was a bit harder, a bit more metal. I'm not saying it needs to be like metal, but like just something harder.
No, I think it perfectly depicted.
This shit sounds like something somebody would play with a basketball with in the background.
I think it perfectly depicted the characters like Jackie and Cassie, exactly the music they would listen to. That's just for me, though.
Yeah, but that's because they got bad taste.
Or if they do, then so be it. So do most of the younger generation, you know. So.
Yeah, like you, PJ.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh.
You fucking piece of shit, cunt.
Oh, new, just got a new, what do you call it? Poster of the MK trailer. I'm gonna shoot it in the podcast on Instagram right now.
I'm gonna do something you guys don't. I bet you won't know what I'm about to do.
Oh, yeah. Crack open a cold one. Haven't heard that one.
I never do that. I
thought you said you wouldn't drink anymore.
Yeah,
no,
what?
no.
Yeah,
what
happened?
You
What happened?
you drive me to drink.
What happened?
You make people into alcoholics.
Yeah, you can't even
your
make
dour attitude. You
I thought you were a
sour
man of your word. Look, he's not a man of the word anymore.
Have a look, guys, and then we're gonna wrap it up. And we can have our usual conversations.
Yeah, or us all arguing about something, or we can play Tekken and then I'll fuck off for a few days because I get angry because you kick my ass.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, just for all of Dragon's viewers, every time we play fighting games, he kicks the living shit out of me. But occasionally, I win! But apparently, do you say when I beat you, okay, if I beat you in MK11, is that down to cheapness, or I'm actually talented?
It's the game's mechanics.
So you don't think I'm actually capable of beating you? I'm exploiting the game.
We're talking about the movie.
Yeah, we're talking about the movie.
Oh, okay.
Why does the dragon look so derpy? It looks like a fucking cartoon dragon.
It looks like, yeah.
And you see some fucking cunts killing each other. Scorpions are just, come here, bitch.
You know the combo, not the, what am I even talking? The combat kits?
Like
the combat kits?
The combat kits.
Yeah, it looks like the exact dragon they put out of that.
And it looks like Scorpions do the brutality from MK11 when you grab them in the air.
With the air one? That looks sick.
Yeah.
Oi, who do you think's going to be the first to do a fatality in the movie?
Scorpion.
I'd say Sub-Zero, because the trailer looks like
remember Scorpion was killing Lin Kuei, so the problem started off with Scorpion, so...
You know what, I'm just gonna... screw it, Shang Tsung.
Really?
You know?
No, I don't know. That's a guess. I'm just... Who knows? It might be Kano. Kano might kill the first person.
Kano.
Cole Young only makes a 10-minute appearance.
Imagine if Shang Tsung turns somebody he didn't like into a fridge and like
he can't transform other people.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say like he'd turn all their organs into beers and he just sat in front of them and drank all the beer.
Alrighty. Has everyone said their piece?
Yep.
Pete?
No.
No? Okay. Say your piece.
My piece is done.
Your piece is done, okay. His piece is done. Okay. Everyone has one last opportunity to say what they feel about the movie and then we're going to end it.
Why
aren't you in the movie?
Hold on. PJ, go first.
Why is there no fucking reptile? What the, I don't believe that's reptile. I think that's some random fucking job cunt.
There you go. People that made the movie, where the hell is Reptile? Pete?
Why aren't you playing Jax?
Why am I not playing Jax? I don't know. They didn't call me. If they called me, I'm actually an actor, so, you know, if they actually looked at my profile, they'd be like, oh, this guy could play Jax, but, you know, it is what it is.
Why is Pete not an alcoholic?
You've said your piece, man. Okay. Look, I hope, for the sake of the MK community, I hope we do have at least an average movie and we have something that we can band together with. Whether we, like, even though there might be some things that we don't like or despise, I hope we can all see past that and come together as a community. And hopefully the
movie turns out great and I make the next podcast where I turn myself out to be the biggest idiot and never believed in it. I hope that happens. Anyways, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast.
I love you.